Hello children, how are you all? Hope you are enjoying the digital classes. Welcome to the next session of the digital class. Okay children, do you know what are living organisms? Yes, living organisms, they include plants, animals and human beings, isn't it? Now, coming to these animals, they are different types of animals such as domestic animals and wild animals. The animals which are under the control of human beings or which are tamed, they are called as domestic animals such as cat, dog, cow, buffaloes, etc. Whereas the animals which are not under the control of human beings or they will be grown in a very highly populated trees areas, such organisms are called as wild animals. Examples: lion, tiger, all this, isn't it? So, where do the wild animals live? Do you have any idea children? Yes, wild animals, they live in forests. Where do they live? Forests. So, today we are going to discuss the topic that is called as forest, our life. See here children. So, this is a forest and we will be discussing in this chapter what are the things which are present in the forest, what are the different types of forest and what are the uses of forest, all these things we will be discussing. So, by the end of this chapter, you will be studying or you will be learning about the following topics. See here children. To know the difference between orchard and forest, and you will also be learning what are the different types of forests and what are the advantages of forest, and we will also be seeing what is meant by deforestation, that is nothing but destruction of forests, and we will also be seeing what is conservation of forests, that is nothing but protection of forests, how forests will be protected. So, these are the things you will be learning at the end of this chapter. Is it clear children? So, children, we will be also be learning about what is the destruction of forest, what is meant by deforestation, and we will also study about how forests can be conserved, that is conservation of forest. So, these are all the things you will be learning by the end of this chapter. Okay children, are you ready? Yes. Now, coming to the forest, here you can see variety of plants will be there, variety of animals will be there, but you may get a doubt now. Here some of the places will be there where you will be having only one type of plantation will be there. For example, all the apple trees will be present or all the mango trees will be present or all the sweet lime trees will be present and they will be arranged in a particular rows, etc. So, what is it called as? Is it also called as forest? No, it is not called as a forest. Then what it is called as? It is called as orchard. So, what is meant by orchard? See here children. Orchards are nothing but planting same type of plants in a particular land is called as orchard. Example, mango orchard, apple orchard, etc. See here in this figure you can see children here, this is nothing but an apple orchard in which you can see only apple plants will be present and underneath the apple plants some other small plants will be present, but most of the all of the plants here which grown can be apple plants only, they will be in a particular row, etc. That is called as an orchard. Now, what is meant by forest? Forest, do you have all the same type of plants in forest? No, there are different types of plants are there are different types of animals are there. See now here children, forest, it is a place where there are many different trees are there, not a particular tree, different trees are there, and it is also a home for wild animals, and not only that one, it is very airy and shadowy place. Airy means we get plenty of air here and shadow will be there, sunshine will not be penetrated, hence it is also called as shadowy place. And forest also decorates the world, they give beautiness to the world, they will be beautifying the world. So, this is regarding forest. Have you understood children? Did you get the difference? What is an orchard and what is a forest? In our villages, the farmers will be growing different types of plants and that is called as crops. Crops are different, orchards are different and forest is different. So, we are seeing about now forest. Okay children, see here, this is the structure of forest. In forest you can see different types of plants are present, I said. These plants, they will be present from different small plants to the very big trees. So here this process is called as stratification. That is nothing but the plants will be arranged in the form of layers. So here annual plants will be present, perennial plants and grasses will be present, somewhat big shrubs and herbs will be present. Then you will be getting another range called as softwood trees, that is pines, and you will be also seeing hardwood plants are also present. Like this, in a forest, not a single type of plants are present. You will be seeing different type of plants, they are arranged in different layers. So this is called as stratification. Is it clear children? Now see here, forest is a natural habitat for many different kinds of plants and animals. So habitat means nothing but a living place. So it is a living place for different kinds of plants and animals. It provides food and shelter for animals. So what are the common animals which we can see in the forest? They are lions, tigers, elephants, monkeys, deer, zebra, jackal, bison, boar, snakes, porcupines, crocodiles, etc. So these are the variety of animals you can see in the forest. And some of the plants which are found in the forest trees are teak, bamboo, fig, sal, shisham, seemal, neem, palash, khair, amla. So these are the variety of plants you can see here. Forests also have several kinds of shrubs, herbs, grasses, climbers, creepers, etc. So you can see variety of plants and variety of animals in the forest, whereas this is not seen in the case of orchards or crops. Have you understood children? So this is regarding forest. Now we get different products from forest. So you will be getting such as wood, spices, gums, oils, honey, sealing wax, fodder, etc. for animals, and also you will be getting medicinal plants from forest. So from the forest you will be getting different types of products. So now here these forests, as we are getting different types of things from these forests, they are very useful for us. So now let us see what are the uses of forest, that is what are the advantages of forest. See children here, forest is a natural habitat for a large number of plants and animals, that is it is home for various plants and animals. It also helps in maintaining the oxygen and carbon dioxide balance in the atmosphere. So here various plants are present, so they undergo the process of photosynthesis, and you know that photosynthesis is a process of preparing food where carbon dioxide is taken inside and leave the oxygen. So due to this and during the process of respiration, oxygen is taken inside and carbon dioxide is released, and this balance will be maintained with the help of forests, and forests are called as lungs of the atmosphere or lungs of the earth. So because they are purifying the air, that is why they are called as lungs of the earth. Next, forest helps in bringing good rainfall. As you know that forests, they also help in getting rainfall which is very most important for the crops to grow. Not only that one, forests help to protect soil from erosion, because the roots which are present, they will bind the soil particles. So they hold the soil particles very tightly, and when air comes or when some air blows, the soil will not be loosened. So that is nothing but here they protect soil from erosion. Not only that one, see here the next one, forests absorb rainwater and helps to maintain water table. What is meant by water table? The uppermost level of the water which is present in the soil, that is called as water table, and that water table will be maintained with the help of this rainfall. So rainwater, what it will be occurring, that will be absorbed by these plants which are present in the forest, and they help in maintaining this water table. So not only that one, we get medicinal plants, timber. Timber means nothing but logs and all those wood, etc., and many other useful products from forest. Many people live in the forest and forests provide them with food, water, shelter and medicines. So, these are various advantages of forests. So, are forests useful for us or not? They are very much useful for us. So, forests, but nowadays what is happening, these forests, so actually out of how much ever land, so our whole earth nearly about 70% is covered with the help of water and 30% is covered with the help of land, and in this 30% of land nearly about 30% is covered by the forest. But day by day what is happening, the amount of forest is being slowly decreasing. Why it is decreasing? Because as the population is going on increasing, what is happening is that the forests are slowly converted into crop agricultural lands, or they are being converted for construction of dams or for mining purposes, etc. Due to this, what the people are doing, they are cutting the forest and they are converting them into different lands. So, as a result of this, the level of or the amount of forest is slowly going on decreasing, which will be causing much more harmful effects rather than useful effects. So, let us see here, next one is diversity in forests. I just said now, so forests are all of not same type, and there are different types of forests will be present. For example, you can see different types of forests are present in Telangana, and some other forests will be present, such as equatorial forests will be present, and humid forests will be present, tropical forests will be present, temperate forest areas are present. So, now within the Telangana also, in all the areas same forests are not present. There are different types of forests are present, that is called as diversity of forests in Telangana. See in this table children, here they have given here. So, here forest area, here the different forest areas are there, and what are the different animals living in these forests and what are the types of trees are present. So, here the first one is Eturu Nagaram forest, which is located in Bhupalapalli district. So, here what are the different types of animals we find in this forest? Tigers, chinkara, antelope, sloth bear, etc. And what type of trees are seen? Teak, sal, tamarind, amla, neem. So, these are the variety of trees you can see, and these are the variety of animals you can see in Eturu Nagaram forest. Now, the next forest area is Bhadradri forest. So, here these are the different types of forest areas in Telangana. So, here now what are the animals present here in this? Tigers, panther, hyena, deer, etc. Types of trees are tamarind, amla, neem, cassia, teak, rosewood. And the next forest area is Mahabubnagar forest area, and the animals which live in these areas are tigers, deer, chimpanzees, pythons, baboons, snakes, etc. And types of trees are tamarind, amla, neem, tangedu, bamboo, etc. And forest area of Adilabad, it includes the animals elephants, tigers, monkeys, and types of trees are tamarind, amla, neem, tangedu, addaku, etc. In this tabular form, you can see that different types of animals are present in different forest areas, and you can also see that tigers are present in all the forests. That means some common animals are also present, but you can see variety of plants are present in variety of forests. So, this is called as diversity of forests in Telangana region. Is it clear children? It is not compulsory that in a particular forest same type of animals should be present always. They will be changing, in the sense that in one forest area one type of animals will be there, in another forest area in another type of. Why there is a change is there? Because the climatic conditions, the eating habitats and the living areas are different for different animals. So, they will be living in different places. For example, you take polar bear is there, you can say polar bear is there. So, where does it lives? It lives in polar regions, ice cold regions. So, some particular forests will be present in ice cold areas only, where you can find particular type of animals only. See here children, this is the forests of hot and humid areas, equatorial. Yes. So, what I said is that all the animals will be present in different areas in different places. So, here it is not compulsory that they should be present in a particular area, depending upon their climatic conditions, their growing conditions, their environmental conditions. So, different animals will be present in different forests. So, here see children, this is a forest of hot and humid areas. This is an equatorial forest. So, here you can see the temperature will be there, climatic temperature conditions will be more, water availability will be there. So, the animals which are living in this forest will be different, whereas this is the forest of cold areas, that is called as alpine. I said that polar bears, they will be surviving here itself. So, they can live in these areas only. So, like that diversity of organisms, diversity means nothing but different types of organisms, not only plants, animals also, different types of organisms depending upon their climatic conditions, they survive in different forests. Is it clear children? So, here we have different forests such as temperate forests are there, deciduous forests are there, alpine forests are there, equatorial forests are there. Like this different types of forests are there where you can see different types of animals. Okay children, till this have you understood? Yes. Now let us see the next one. Tribals. The tribals, here you know the people, some of the people they will be living in the forest areas, they are called as tribal people. So, these tribal, there are variety of tribal peoples are there in our Telangana also. They are Chenchus, Koya and Gonda. So, there are different types of or different varieties of tribal people are there. So, what they will be doing? They will be living in the forest. They know all the forest places where they have been grown and where they have played, everything they have done. So, here what they will be doing? They will be living in those areas, they will be collecting whatever the products which are present in that forest, and they will be collecting all those and they will be selling into the nearby market areas. They are also called as Adivasis, and these people they do not like to come into the what we say here city areas and all those things. So, not only that one, these people also have an idea where the wild animals are present and how to protect themselves from these wild animals. Apart from this, they also know some of the medicinal plants also. They can use these medicinal plants to kill or to what we say here, to protect from various types of diseases. So, these all the things are well versed, they are well known to the people who are living in the tribal areas. So, here this is the tribals, that is they are Chenchus, and you can see the next one here. So, where do these Chenchus live? 𝗪𝗔𝗪𝗪𝗪, it is a place, it is a small village in Nallamalla forest. You know Nallamalla forest, it is located in Chittor district. So, here 𝗪𝗔𝗪𝗪 is a small village there, and Chenchu tribe people lives here, and daily they walk nearly about 30 kilometers. Thorough knowledge of plants and animals in the forest is well known to them. What they will do? They collect products of forest and sell them in a market. That market is called as Santa, and they also have thorough knowledge about medicinal plants. And not only that one, these people they do not simply cut the trees, they do not cut only the dry wood which is fallen from the plants, that they will collect and they will use it, but simply they do not kill the green plants. So, they are having what we say here aesthetic sense towards the forest areas. They treat the forest as their habitat, and they do not cause any damage to the forest. Is it clear children? Now, and here you can see this is the people who live in the forest, they are also called as one tribe called as Koya, and here they are Chenchus, Adivasis. So, all these are different type of tribal people. Now, coming to the next topic, that is destruction of forests. I already said that there are various uses of forests, isn't it so? So, they are useful for various ways for us, but as the population is going on increasing day by day, the land which is present, it is not increasing. Is it increasing? Land is also multiplying? No, it is not multiplying. So, here now whatever the land is there, that has to be shared by the population, isn't it? So, to meet the demands of the increasing population, what here the people are doing? They are cutting the forest and they are converting into agricultural lands, or they are constructing the houses, they are constructing the apartments, or they are helpful for the mining purposes to extract the mines from those areas, or they are building the bridges, etc. So, for all these things they are cutting the forest, and this is called as deforestation, or this is also called as destruction of forests. So, what are the reasons, what are the causes for the destruction of forests? So, first one is forest fires. So, forest fires, they are caused by the careless persons, and which helps in the destruction of forests. And the second reason is shifting cultivation, that means cultivation will be shifted from one place to another place. The next one is excessive logging activities. Next, housing, which results in the destruction of trees to meet people's demand for shelter. And the next one is removal of vegetation for mining purposes. So, these are all the various causes for the destruction of forests. Continuously, if we destroy the forest, what will happen? What are the advantages we are getting from the forest? That is getting rainfalls in proper time, or reducing the soil erosion, all these things are again. So, for example, nowadays you might have seen that they are saying that what we say here, leopards are coming, tigers are coming, they are attacking to the normal people. Why they are attacking? Why they are? You might have also seen that elephants are attacking the nearby crop areas and they are destructing the total field. Why? What is the reason? The reason is that we are destroying the forests. So, when forests are destroyed, their living place, their habitat is being destroyed. So, they do not know where to go, they are not getting food. So, they are attacking the common people or nearby villages, etc. So, recently you might have seen that so many places the leopards are attacking, the lions, the tigers are attacking, isn't it? So, that is the reason here, as we are destroying their habitat, they are attacking to our villages. So, now next one is what has to be done. If we go on continuously destroying the forest, they will be causing so many problems. So, you should have to protect the forest. So, how to protect the forest, that we will see. That is the next step, conservation of forest, that is protection of forest. Design certain areas as forest reserves, that means particular area has to be said that this is a forest reserve, nobody should has to enter into it and nobody are allowed to cut the plants or something else. So, they should be treated as forest reserves. Second one, controlled cutting of trees. So, the people are not allowed to cut the trees. So, or only a certain dry wood has to be cut down. So, then you can protect the forests. Next, the massive reforestation program. What is meant by reforestation? Nothing but again putting the plants, that is replanting the trees where the forest areas are present. Next, education campaign to sensitize people of the importance of forest. That is nothing but to make the people aware that what happens if forests are present and if we cut the forest. So, they should be what we say, a campaign has to be conducted so that people know about what is the importance of forests. And finally, that is strict and severe penalties for illegal lumbering. That is some people will be cutting red sandalwood and they will be they will be trying to sell them to the high amount. So, that if it is done, you should have to strictly, what we say here, they should have to be arrested and severe penalties has to be imposed on those people. So, apart from this, you might have seen that government is also planning, it is also conducting some programs such as Haritaharam program and all these things, so that the forest has to be developed and afforestation program has to be done. So, everyone has to follow that one, so that greenery will make us to live for more time, and if we go on cutting, then there is a place, then now you know that a particular now we got a situation that we are buying the water and we are drinking, isn't it so? So, normally we are just taking some cans and we are buying the water and we are. So, if we go on cutting these trees, a day will come that where a situation will arise that we have to buy the pure air and we have to take it. So, oxygen cylinders have to be bought. So, to avoid from this situation, to protect ourselves from these conditions, the afforestation program has to be done compulsorily. Government also is doing, and we should have to be also participate in that, and we should also protect our mother earth from this destruction of forests. Have you understood, children? See the next one. What are the steps to be taken to protect the forest personally? So, what are the steps to be taken? Avoid destroying trees, be careful with the matches and cigarette butts in the adjacent to grassy and wooded areas, recycle materials obtained from the forest, and the next one is planting trees for the beautification and to commemorate special events such as when your birthday comes or some other day comes, you should have to plant a tree so that it may provide oxygen for you in the coming generation. And not only that one, wildfires has to be put out if possible, and do not hunt wildlife excessively, especially pregnant females and the young ones. So many people are doing, but the government is not imposing them some fines and also that, so that should not be done. Next, getting involved in the environmental issues through word and action, that is you have to follow that environment has to be protected, and you should have to protect the environment so that in your future also you will be protected. So, these are the things to be followed so that the forest can be protected. See children, here we will be now discussing about what is meant by Chipko movement. See here on this slide you can see a woman is there, she is Amrita Devi. In 1730 AD, nearly about 350 Bishnois, they were led by Amrita Devi, they sacrificed their lives to protect sacred green 𝗂𝗽𝗍 trees by hugging them when a king wanted to cut them, which led to a movement called as Chipko movement. So, this is how the Chipko movement has started, and this woman, that is Amrita Devi, she along with some 350 Bishnois has hugged the trees. They hug the trees when a king want to cut them and to do some different type of processes there. So, they hug the trees and they said that you kill us, but do not kill the trees. So, first you kill us. See here children how they have hugged the trees at that time. They hugged the trees and they said that you have to kill us first, then go for the trees. So, that movement is called as Chipko movement, and after this Amrita Devi, this Chipko movement was took forward by another environmentalist. He is named as Sundarlal Bahuguna. See here children, Sundarlal Bahuguna, this man, he has carried forwarded the Chipko movement. So, these people, this Amrita Devi and as well as Sundarlal Bahuguna, they are the famous environmentalists. They have protected so many plants or so many forest areas from being cut off. So, here, so this is about what do you say, what is forest, what are the advantages of forest, what are the deforestation process and how forest can be conserved, that is what is how afforestation or reforestation program has to be done. Have you understood children? Okay. So, let us recapitulate till now what we have studied. What we have learnt. We obtain various things and materials from the forest. A forest is a good habitat for many plants and animals. Forest helps in binding of soil and protecting it from soil erosion. People living in the forest depend on its products for their livelihood. Have you understood children? Now, work has been given for you as assignment. You please complete this work. See children here, social forestry could help overcome deforestation. Forests are considered as the lungs of our earth. Destroying forests poses threat to life of animals and plants living there as well as our own survival. Improve your learning. How can you say forest is a habitat for people? The second one is how do we depend on forests? Next, how can you say forests are lungs of our earth? Next one is what is deforestation and how can it be stopped? The last one is write a note on livelihood of forest tribes of our state. Apart from this, here some project work is also given for you. See children, the first one is collect the picture of forest products and stick them in your scrapbook. So, what are the forest products? I said that you get what we say here honey, timber, some gums, all these things you collect the pictures of them and you paste it in your scrapbook. Okay children. See the next one. Plant a tree on your birthday or during any celebration in the family. So, here on any special occasion, so you will be anyhow you will be buying new dresses and all those things. Apart from this, you just try to plant a tree from now onwards, so that it may grow and give you pure air. Is it clear, children? So, this is regarding the lesson forest and the work assigned for you. Apart from this work assigned, you also collect some of the projects that are given in SIET website and complete that work also. Have you understood, children? Hope you have understood this lesson, children. Have you enjoyed this lesson? Okay, children, we will meet in the next session. Till then, bye. Thank you, children.